Hello, and welcome to the final official episode of Kale's Travails, season Santiago de Compostela and El Camino. I might do videos along the rest of my time in Spain because why not, but today is Santiago Day and I am here. You're gonna hear some background noise. That's because I have, it's hard to call it a balcony. It's more like I have door-sized windows and a railing, but I love it. I love it so much, so I have it open. So you get to hear the background noise of Santiago. So let's start at the top, and then we'll come to here. Got up this morning, was super excited, got out. I was like, oh, I'm gonna be on the road by 8. Didn't happen, quite. Woke up, got ready, went over to the cafe, and Carmina, she wanted to take photos of all the pilgrims, and she gave us each a little gift. It's this little thing that says like Camino with an arrow on it. So didn't get started quite as early as I intended, but then who cares? In fact, it was around this moment that I reflected on yesterday's video. So yesterday's video, I had a plan. I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna leave early, I'm gonna get here, I'm gonna go to the pilgrim office, I'm gonna go to mass, and then I'm gonna go to my hostel. What? Why? Why do I want to press myself on time? I want to be here by 11. No, I want to enjoy my last day on this crazy journey. So left a little later than intended, and who cares? Nobody. So took off. I was the first one out. So there were 4 other pilgrims with me at the albergue, a mother-daughter duo, and then a young couple from Madrid. I was the first one out. The young couple caught up to me in no time and passed, but they were lovely, when coming all the way. They were moving fast. I never saw the mother-daughter duo, but I did pull off for a soda at one point, so they could have passed me during that time. Today, it went so fast because when I got to Santiago and saw the cathedral, I forgot I had even walked, but it also went so slow. It went so slow. It was such a short day, and an hour and I was like, God, why am I not there already? And I'm like, oh, that's right. That's because I still have to go 7 miles today. I wanted to be here, but I also took pictures of another beautiful sunrise, which I'll post at some point, of the last bits of forest, of just the last bit of wonder out on the road. There was a lot of uphill today. I feel like the universe has a sense of humor. So there's this big uphill heading into Santiago, and I was like, this is hard, but I'm going to Santiago. So I go up this huge hill, and then I hit a downhill, and I'm like, downhill into Santiago. But as soon as I hit that downhill, I look ahead, and I'm like, wait a minute, the cathedral. I see the cathedral. But also, it's kind of at the same height as me, so why am I going down? Oh yeah, they just like to torture you. Big old downhill into a big old uphill. And that last uphill was steep. Anyone who lives in Santiago must be fully fit because this place is a place of steep hills. It's San Fran hills around here. And I just wanted to be here. But so I finally made my way up. And then as I'm going up these hills, I'm like, man, coming into this, I really thought that when I got to the cathedral, I would cry, but I don't even feel emotional, I'm just kind of sweaty and ready to be there. I'm following the winding path, and then I turn a corner and I see the side of the cathedral. It's not even the front, it's the side of the cathedral. And just started to weep. So yeah, I guess I cried. I don't even know what the feeling was though. I don't know if it was joy or relief or just, I don't know, the release of the past 3 weeks of craziness. I have no idea. I never really isolated the emotion, but I went around to the front of the cathedral and I wept some more. At the front of the cathedral, there were, by the way, I just kicked something. My toe hurts. What did I do? Anyway, went around to the front of the cathedral and there are just like pilgrims, just like sitting down, laying down on backpacks next to bikes all throughout the square in front of the cathedral, which is really cool. I parked there for a while. And then I was going to go to the pilgrim mass. So, at quarter of, I go to the front door and they're like, no, to enter, you have to go through the side door. I go around to the side door. Mass is full. COVID precautions and whatever else. Mass is full. Cannot attend. Bummer. Okay, I'll go tonight. I'll go tomorrow morning. I'll go on Saturday. I don't know. I'll figure it out. So I'll go to the pilgrim office instead. I go to the Pilgrim office, and you have to fill out something. They have like a QR code, and it brings you a website where you can fill out all your information, and that generates a QR code, which you show to somebody, and then they send you downstairs, and you show that QR code to someone who then gives you a ticket with another QR code and a number, like at the deli line. Now, my number was 607. By the way, this trip has had a lot of sevens, which I don't really know what to do with, but my number was 607. The number that they were currently on was like 240 something. I was like, huh. So I said to the guy behind the counter, this is gonna take a while, isn't it? He said, yeah. I said, an hour? He's like, longer. But if you scan the QR code on your ticket with your number, it'll bring you to a website that you can refresh, and it'll show you what number they're on. So go, eat, drink, relax, and when it gets close to your number, come back. So I did exactly that. I went out, I had a lovely tortilla. Oh, it was my first tortilla in days, and it was a good one. Actually, I think I had one 2 days ago, but it wasn't good, so I've forgotten already. But today's was good, and it came with a salad, and I had my colada, of course, my final walk meal. And then I came and checked in at my hostel, albergue, whatever it is. And it's lovely. Like I said, I've got this little balcony. I've got my own bathroom. It's not en suite, but it's mine. I have the keys to it. So showered, changed, and then chilled. And then I'm trying to get to the Pilgrim office. Like they said, try to get there 15 numbers before yours or so. So I'm looking, and my number's 607. So I say to myself, great. I want to be there by 5:52. Yeah, 5:52. So, but then I'm getting messages from Pierre, who I'm meeting for dinner, and I'm talking to people who are being amazing and excited, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm running late. So I run, and I hustle there, and I get there, and I'm a little bit late, right? Instead of at 52, it's at like 56, and I was like, oh my God, it's so close. And then I walk in, and I show the guy my number, and he says, great, wait on the patio. I get on the patio, and there are a lot of people there. And some guy goes, oh, what number do you have? And I showed him 607. He's like, oh, I have 575. And my brain went, 575? I had been thinking in clock time. I have no idea why. I thought it was going to go 5:59, 600. What am I on drugs? This is not a clock. This is a number. You have to go all the way to 599 before 600. So I was not late. I was late for being early. Luckily, I only hung around there for like half an hour or so. And then I had so much anxiety. Are they going to accept all my stamps? Did I do it right? Am I going to get my compostela? And I did. In fact, I wonder if I can show it to you. It's in this. You had to pay for this, 2 whole euros. But I am not to be trusted with anything without protective covering. So obviously I bought it. There were people walking out just holding their compostelas. I was like, are you people on drugs? Do you want to ruin this amazing thing? So here's my compostela. It's in Latin. Beautiful artistry. As my little brother pointed out, it looks like there might be a dragon eating a baby. This is very confusing, but there's St. James. There's my name in Latin. Apparently there's nothing close to Kaylee, so they did something close to Catherine. I don't know. They didn't ask me, but that's what we got. And there's my completion date, September 23rd of this year. So there's my compostela, which is going immediately back in the tube. And then after that, I grabbed a beer and sat and just contemplated the universe, chatted with some pilgrims from the Netherlands, and then came back to my hostel to await dinner with Pierre. Now, that's it. That's the journey. That's the journey. I've walked all that I'm going to walk. Although it's funny because I consider myself done at the cathedral, and I've walked many miles since, up and down the pilgrim office, here, there, and wherever. But I'm officially done. So today I intended to reflect on a bigger overarching thing, right? When people ask me why I was doing this, I gave a ton of reasons. I had a ton of reasons. You know, it's a goal I've had since I was 19. So coming back to it 15 years later, I want to make my younger self proud. I want to do that thing. Some of it was, you know, something to train for, something to work for. Some of it was, I don't know. I think it was kind of, if I'm honest, I was trying to have an Eat, Pray, Love moment. By the way, I've never read the book or seen the movie, so I'm just assuming I know what it's about. And to find myself, whatever that might mean. I do know, and for those of you who are not close friends and relatives, i.e. work companions or other people who might not know me super well. I'm going to talk a little bit about my life. If you're not interested, you can scoot, and I appreciate that. I do think that I'm not the person that I remember, or at least I haven't been for a long time, and I've let things get me down and get in my way. And I think I wanted to come out here to learn how to change that. And I'm not going to say that I did, because how can you possibly say that you've found yourself? I don't know. Maybe some people do. Maybe I haven't yet. But what I do know with absolute certainty is that I have forgotten how to love myself, right? People joked, you're going to go to Spain and fall in love and never come back. It's kind of true. I came here and I fell a little bit in love with myself, and a different person's coming back. I did really hard things, and I did a lot of things by myself, but I also reached out when I needed support, and I think that was what was really transformative. If my family and friends can love me so much, why can't I love me so much? And even bigger on this trip, I was so blessed with the love of so many strangers, right? I had the ankle brace from the Portuguese woman. I had hospitaleros, or I don't know if I'm saying that right, but the people who run albergues who were so kind and thoughtful. A hug from Miguel in Zamora. Love last night from Carminha in Desiro. People who helped me with my blisters. The cab drivers who brought me places. The cab drivers specifically who said, no, you're not going to a pharmacy. I'm taking you to a health center, and I'll take you wherever you want to go. Just the absolute love and care of people who had only just met me. And part of that's because there are good people in the world, thank God, because there are some crap ones too. French woman who I saw today, by the way. The universe is weird. I have to be nicer to her though, by the way. That should be part of this too. But there are good people in the world, and I am worthy of love and help. And so I should probably work on that for myself a little bit, huh? If these strangers can see something in me worth investing time, energy, and love in, I sure as hell should too. So between the other things I've learned, you gotta do it your own way, at your own pace. You have to trust yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself. I gotta work on the self-love, and I think this helped. It was hard, and I'm in pain. I gotta be honest. Like, I think tomorrow I might just combust a little bit, and my whole body will be like, and I will understand. Because thank you, body. You brought me this far. It's probably been around 200 miles. I don't actually know. I'll do the math someday. 200 miles. That's crazy, right? Like, sure, everything from the knee down hurts, but I understand why. And I appreciate everything that this corporeal form has gone through to get to here. And I am so grateful. And I am so grateful for every single human who has watched or messaged or interacted with Facebook, interacted with Instagram, commented on here, called me, texted me. Every single person who's been part of this is like a little brightness in my heart, and I'm just so grateful. And I'm so grateful for whichever entities from the universe heard my prayers and helped me out. Angels, saints, grandparents, I don't know, sprites and fairies. Like, I don't, whoever and whatever is looking out for me, I'm just so grateful. So I guess we'll end with that. I'm grateful. Yeah. I could tell you what else I'm doing, but the journey's done. Maybe I'll post videos, maybe I won't. Thank you for joining me for all of this. And I can't wait to watch this again someday. See all the crazy things I said. So thank you. And I love you all. And I love me too. Isn't that great? And I'll catch you on the next travail.